right, man. Is it Super Bowl or bust for the Lions next year? I know everybody was watching Super Bowl last night, and people was thinking like, "Damn, man, Lions look better than both these teams." And both defenses came to play yesterday. Kansas City defense came to play. San Francisco defense, they had a lot of gap discipline, and they tried to hold Mahomes down as long as he could. But if you throw a spy on Mahomes, he just become that much more deadlier. So then Dre Greenlaw, he went down with the injury while running on the field, getting ready to go back out there. And that reminded me of when Stephen Tulloch was celebrating and he tore his leg up. Remember that? The linebacker Stephen Tulloch, we got him from the Titans. And he started stumping and celebrating. He tore his knee up, and I don't even think we ever seen him in a Lions jersey again. So that was kind of hard to see last night. But I just couldn't help but tell myself that the Lions look better than both those teams. And I sat there and said, well, they like they belong. Because in my opinion, as much as the NFL has tried to push offense, the defenses, were shining last night, and the offenses just couldn't mount points up. There were opportunities for Brock Purdy to throw. I've seen at least 2 touchdowns, especially in the first half. And, Brandon Ayuk stopped running on one. I think it was 3. I think he missed Debo on one, and then Trey McDuffie, who might be the best corner in the league, he made an unbelievable, play on the ball. His ball skills are amazing, pause, and knocked it away from Debo Samuels, But I just can't help but look like, the Lions look like a team that belong. We should have beat the 49ers, beat Kansas City early this season, but, the expectations are jumping up. I hear, the media said, well, they're a year ahead of time. I thought they was at least 2 or 3 years ahead of, being able to be, marching towards the NFC Championship game. And now things have sped up, even though they're a younger team. And they might get younger this offseason by getting, Big V may walk away. Frank said he's staying. But, the Okoro brothers probably gone. Charles Harris probably gone. So, once again, they're going to get a little bit younger this year. They're going to get a little bit more younger. So, but after Dan Campbell basically told the team that, we going to the Super Bowl, I don't care what it takes. That's the expectation. And if they go, in our minds, they got to win it. In our minds, they got to win it. So, but, at the end of the day, sometimes it's regression, sometimes it's progression. So, with them being so young of a team and having that experience, not getting recognized at the award shows, not one Lion getting a reward. St. Brown made All-Pro but didn't make the Pro Bowl. Dan Campbell, no Coach of the Year. I think all that's going to be on their shoulders next year. I think Brad Holmes saying this ain't no Cinderella story. This is going to be the standard here. So I can definitely see, and that is the expectation next year already for next season. That is the expectation. And I think also what Brad Holmes said, going back to saying we ain't no one-hit wonder Cinderella story, to prove to people that this just ain't no one-off thing. What Viz say, V say, this ain't a fire drill. It's the real thing. It's the real thing. I think they out to prove that. So they got a chip on their shoulder. They got expectations, and like it or not, they had expectations this year. A lot of people picked the Lions to win that division. Now, was it by default? Possibly. Nobody knew Green Bay was going to be what Green Bay, got hot this year. Minnesota started off 0-5, then they caught fire. Then Kirk Cousins went down, and they kind of held the fort down a little bit. But, yeah, they got a target in their back. And also Green Bay do, too. The way they played and Matt LaFleur was doing this thing, You know, they got a target on their back too, but that's the expectation. You know, and they gave the fans something to cheer about this season, and the fans showed up. That's what we can say. They gave the fans something to cheer about this year, and the fans showed up. On the road, you know, at home, wherever they went, they showed up. So, now I'm pretty sure the Lions seen a lot of revenue highs. I guarantee you they did. They sent a lot of money. And with that being said, I hope the Fords get addicted to making a bag. That's what happens when you get a city of winter. They're gonna break bread with you. That's exactly what's gonna happen when you get a city of winter. So hopefully they get addicted to making the money, but I do think the expectation is Super Bowl or bust, winning the Super Bowl or bust. You know, and it ain't easy to get there. It's gonna take some sacrificing from everybody. It ain't easy to get there. You know, when you knock on that door, I mean, ask San Francisco. They've been there twice and couldn't get it done. Lost to the Kansas City Chiefs twice. Kyle Shanahan was there with Atlanta Falcons as the offensive coordinator. Had a 28-3 lead versus New England. Lost again. He had a lead last night. And you know, you think about all those missed opportunities, those missed touchdowns. One of them touchdowns he threw deep could have changed the game. You know, Ayuk stopped running. You know, and you know he missed one to Debo, and McDuffie made it great. Just give you shades of when Jimmy Garoppolo missed that throw in the Super Bowl. So, you know, you can be that close. You can get there again. They got to the NFC Championship game, lost one time. You know, you just never know. Because when you start getting recognition and you start winning, then players start wanting to get bigger bags and go elsewhere. And then the curse of the Super Bowl runner-up is real. We thought Philly had shook that curse. But that's what happened with Philly. They went 10-1, and then the curse came and bit them in the ass. So, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Boost your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree. I'm everywhere from Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts,